Hi, you guys. My name is Tamika, and this is my channel, Tamika Uploaded. I am so excited to be doing my review of Welcome to Night Vale by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Craner.
Hello, listeners. Do not attempt to click away. My name is Zoe, and I apologize for interrupting your regularly scheduled program to provide a message from the mayor's desk. Dear citizens, we would like to thank all the people who purchased or borrowed a book from your local library or bookstore. All testing is complete, and we will no longer be coming into your homes while you sleep to check for brain abnormalities. For all those who've experienced book hangovers or reading slumps, we shall return your soul in the next 10 to 30 business days. With regrets and high hopes, the mayor. This is all I have for you today. And now the weather.
Again, I am so excited to be talking about this book. I read this book during Dewey's 24-hour readathon, so that's how long ago it's been. And let me tell you, this is probably one of my favorite books of the year. Now, before I tell you exactly what this book's about, let me also let you know that this book is actually inspired by a podcast by the same name, Welcome to Night Vale, and I highly, highly recommend that you listen to at least a few episodes of that podcast prior to reading this book. Also, I'm going to leave links down below, just in case you want to find the podcast, because you can actually listen to it here on YouTube, or you can actually go to the website and listen to it on their website. Small notes that there are characters from the podcast that will be in this book for those who may have already listened to the podcast. And also, the book is in the same style as the podcast itself. So this is very interesting, from radio to book. How did they do that? And oh my goodness, you guys, they pulled it off amazingly. Now, just to tell you a little bit more about what this book is actually about. This book is centered around actually three main characters: Jackie Farrow, who is actually a pawn shop owner, and a mother by the name of Diane Creighton and her son Josh Creighton. The book actually opens up explaining how one obtains something from the pawn shop, because of course you couldn't simply just go to the pawn shop, walk in, tell them what it is that you want to give in order to obtain something. No, it's never that simple. In order for you to obtain something from the pawn shop, you must first believe that you own something. And then once you believe that you own something, you must then want something. And once all this happens at the exact same time, while taking a shower, you will pass out. This always happens in the shower. It's impertinent that you understand that it has to happen in the shower. But then once you wake up from the shower, you'll know that you're in the pawn shop. And there you will meet Jackie, and then she will tell you all the different ritual things that you must do to cleanse and purify yourself, followed by how much she will give you, or what she will give you, for the thing that you actually have. Once you come on to agree, which mostly consists of her telling you what she's going to give you and you saying, you briefly die. Only briefly, maybe only 11 minutes. But once you come back to life, she gives you what it is that you came for, and then also she gives you a ticket for you to come back and get the thing that you loaned. Believe it or not, this is not the weirdest thing that happens in this book. What is bizarre is, one day after a gentleman has died and come back to life, she tries to give him the slip so that he can come back to obtain the thing that he pawned, and he says, "There's no need, I don't need it." And she was like, "Okay, that's weird, I've never had that ever happen before." But what she notices, after he leaves and she tries to throw away the slip, it keeps returning back to her hand. No matter what she does, she's burnt the paper, she's covered her hands up, and it doesn't matter what she does, she cannot get rid of this piece of paper. It just returns back to her hand. So she goes into town to find this guy to figure out, why does your paper keep returning back to my hand? Who are you? Where are you from? And things like that. And she knows that other people have ran into this man, and they also have pieces of paper that are also stuck to their hand. Well, how does this tie into Diane and her son is, Diane is a woman who has several different jobs. She's in and out of companies for a variety of reasons. And her son, he actually changes form quite frequently. Sometimes he's a spider, sometimes he's a boy, sometimes he's a girl, sometimes he's a dog, sometimes he's half spider, half dog, whatever. And she is a single mother, and one day she actually sees her son's father in town and is trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Now, this isn't a spoiler, but I'm also going to let you know that no, the man from the pawn shop is not the same man who is Josh's father. And so now we're on a wacky adventure to deal with these two men who are causing havoc in the city. And I don't want to tell you more, but I will tell you this: there are commercial breaks in this book that are absolutely fantastic. The Pepsi commercial is probably my favorite. And another little tidbit about this book is, I'm mentioned in this book and everything about it is true. So if you ever pick up this book, be on the lookout for the mention of me. And it's all true. It's all true. And I'll have that discussion with you later if you're curious how all that went down. But yes, I again highly recommend that you check out Welcome to Night Vale. It's a very dark existential humor because it's very weird, it's funny, but it's dark. And I love it so much. It's very unique. I found it in my science fiction section at my local bookstore. So you'll definitely find her in there. It's not YA. But I highly recommend you checking this book out. It's highly underrated, and it was one of the best adventures I've been on in a long time. I laughed so hard. I've had to read things over and over and over again, and it's such a fun way. Like you're gonna want to go back to this book and relive this adventure all over again. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars, and I hope to see this book on your summer TBR. Rock on, read on, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.